Hello all my Twitch friends. Welcome to day 16 of my Luna Magic House build. I've missed you guys. It's been 2 days since I've been streaming, but I'm here and I'm ready to have some fun. So, last time I was here, we have gotten a lot of work done assembling our Luna Magic House. Got the front wall put in, those little boxes under the stairs, and installed the staircase. And as a little special extra, because I don't like leaving things just stock, I guess you can say, I went ahead and painted purple trim on the fronts of the stairs, and then I also added some carpet, so it's carpeted steps. And then to start off today, we're going to be adding some decorative paper to the side here, and let's see if I can get this up for you guys so you can see it a little better. Let's go ahead and use my matchbox. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to be installing the piano, and this is a light feature, so we're going to run the wire, and there's also some decorative papers to kind of hide the ugliness of the wire. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. And here we go. So excited that it's day 16 and I get to hang out with everybody again. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and start. The wire has to go up first, then I'm going to stick the little papers on here. So we're going to I'm going to cleanly, let's see, the best way to do this is to twine it like this. Have to glue it so it stays nice, and I want to keep the piano a little bit away from the wall because of the lamp. Okay, maybe it's a good idea to do the piano first. Use my trusty good old silicone glue. Yeah. Alright, this toothpick will work just fine. Toothpicks are so awesome when it comes to applying glue in little places. Unless you have the kind of glue that's got that little nozzle on it, even better. But that type of glue is just my wood glue and my all-purpose glue, and that won't, I don't really trust that to give me the best hold, especially since the piano is just going to be sitting on its pedals. I'm not going to have the floor actually making contact with the base of the piano. So I want to make absolutely sure it's got a nice bond to the floor. So I'm going to hold this here for a minute. Because honestly, I don't even think you put a piano against a wall because of the that would probably distort and mess up the sound. You got to keep it a little bit away. That's my assumption. I've never had a piano in my home, so I would not know unequivocally. Now, if this doesn't work, I might just do something to the pedals. I mean, I'm sure the pedals will be fine holding this up, but if it takes forever for the glue to do its thing, then I might switch gears here. Alright, so we're going to have to make these wires look nice. So I'm also going to put a little bit of glue here to hold the wires up. And then those little papers, those decorative like newspapers that I'm going to be cutting out and putting on the wall, it's going to help cover up the ugliness of these wires. Because in a Luna Magic House, do you really want to see the electrical wiring? Nah. You want the magic to come to the forefront, not the electricity. Alright, there we go. The glue's getting there. Almost. And then I can let this go and start with the wiring. Oh, almost. Let's see, what I might do is maybe put a large glob underneath one foot here, just to give it some added insurance. And since it's clear, you shouldn't be able to see it, but just in case, I'm going to clean it up just a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to hold it again until it decides to sit still for me. I mean, I could have used super glue, but if this doesn't work, I'm probably going to have to. But I try to avoid super glue just because it's just annoying to work with, and the fumes are gross. But there are times when you do have to use super glue, and I'm okay with that. I would just prefer not to. That's all. Kind of prissy about that. I have all these different types of glue that I use, and the one that I don't like, the one that I like least, would be the super glue. Everybody's got their preferences. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, piano, and then I'll use my little tongs here to play the sticky game. Sticky, sticky, sticky. There we go. Nice and together. Push, push. So, if you are hanging out with me today, let me know. How has your Sunday been so far? Mine's been pretty good. Yesterday night, my husband and I were working on getting the motor rebuilt on my motorcycle, and I was cleaning and removing old gasket sealer from the clutch cover, and oh, gross. Like, my hands are still all messed up from it, but totally worth it. Okay, so while this glue is doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out these papers here that are going to go right there. And it looks like we're going to do 4 right now. So we're going to do this. Let's see, I'll probably pick this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just do those 4. Yeah. Make it easy. All uniform. Alright. Whee. Alright. And I hope you can hear the wonderful royalty-free music playing. A little bit of hip-hop theme today, a little relaxing. Hopefully that's why you're here, to kick your feet back, relax, and let me help you have a wonderful, calm, relaxing afternoon. But like I always tell you, I listen to music in my ear, and I can't share it with you, obviously, for those reasons. But I like to tell you what is in my ear at the beginning of my stream, and right now, I am playing Soulfly featuring Corey Taylor, and it's called Jump the Up. And that is an awesome, awesome song. I love Soulfly. They got the best grooves ever. If you're a Soulfly fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Awesome. If you'd like to share your favorite genre of music, feel free to let me know that in the chat. This one next, and I try to stay in the lines to keep the distorted sides and edges distorted. That way it doesn't look like just a straight rectangle or square of paper. I mean, there's no fun in that. There's no realism, especially with older, more old school type papers like these brown parchments. You can't just cut them into perfect rectangles. They didn't come that way back then. That's not true to history. I mean, obviously this Luna house is all fiction, but I like to think of magic witchy houses as something from back in the day. Some mystical past that we'll never know truly what happened because it's not in the history books. That is the wonder of magic and imagination. Let me turn this light down just a little bit. Oop, wrong one. Yeah, yellow. There we go. I like this white because it brings out the detail. Oh, I did it again. There we go. I just turned it off. I'll get there, guys. I'll get there. Alright, is that better? Now let me put it up one more. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing that? Yeah, that looks good. And if it's too dark or you're having trouble seeing everything, just let me know. I got a bunch of natural light coming in on the south end here, so I think it was just too bright and giving a little bit of a glare. And I want you to be able to see all these awesome details. Right. Final piece here. And by the time I'm done with this, our glue should have set to where I can safely... Oh, almost. All right. All right. So we're going to take these. You know, I might just go ahead. Let's see. That's a lot of wires. Holy cow. Look at the instructions here. One, two. That one comes through, so that's right. Lead that through, and then piano. Oh, that's why it looks off. The hole. That's where I'm supposed to feed the piano wire. The hole of A1, not the opening. Okay, I was wondering why it looks so congested up here, because in the instructions it only shows one set of wires. Alright, well, see? That's why you check, double check, and triple check instructions before you commit. Alright, let's feed that through this hole here. Is my matchbox blocking this? I bet it is. There we go. One. There we go. Some tongs here. Oop. Come on, buddy. There's one. You're gonna be the pesky one. Yep. You don't want to go with your friend there. There we go. Got it. Let's go ahead and grab that one as well. Alright, there we go. Got it. Again, I'm trying really hard not to continuously say, there we go. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's just a automatic filler that I use to indicate the completion of a particular step. I don't know. But I try really hard not to be annoying, and I know that is annoying. So I promise you, I will put some effort into ixnaying the... I can't think of the Pig Latin for that. Oh gosh. Now I feel silly. Alright. Now let's put this under here with that fabulous glue. Maybe that'll help hold it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, look at I did it again. Okay. I will try really hard, but where it's warranted, I will say, here we go. How about that? Okay. Now we're going to make sure the wire for this looks good. There's a lot of wiring in this magic house, so I'm gonna make sure it looks as clean as I can make it, because the wires could actually kill the whole feel of what this house is if I don't. I almost wish that these wires were like a gray color. That would have made it so much nicer. But I'm just gonna have to work with what we got. Maybe I'll actually take my marker and try to you know what? Let's go ahead and do that with these down here. Let's go ahead and try that. Go figure. I say something and it's like, okay, let's do it. That's just the kind of person I am. That looks about right. Let's try a little test area on an inconspicuous part of the wire. Okay, Yeah, let's do that. There's no harm, no foul in that. Yeah, I might. Yeah, that'll help. Until I do that, of course. Gotta be very careful about this marker. I can't afford too many mistakes because I don't want to get it all over the floor. Even though I'm putting boxes here, I still know that I've made a mistake, and that bothers me. Hopefully this will help blend. Hopefully that'll help blend the wire a little bit. Maybe add a little bit of gray to that. And add a little bit of darker blue. Let's do I don't want to do black because it's not necessarily black, but let's do a little dot to try to make it blend with the lines on the tiles here. That helps a little bit, and then once the boxes go in here, that will help too. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and put a little dab of blue here, just to keep them. Yeah, that won't hurt anything to do that. Let's go ahead and put just a little bit of glue on the wires on the wall there. Just kind of help hold them in place when I start feeding and wiring up these lines. Alright, so I would say right here would be a good spot. Definitely need more glue than that. That'll work. Let's press that in and hold it here for a second. Make sure it has a nice good bond to the wall here, so it doesn't move around on me. And then I will start putting those newspapers and flyers and all that over the wires. It almost looks like a line where you're hanging them, so it's kind of a cool little thing. And again, I think I will use the marker on these. Glue should probably be about done. Yes. All right. Let's do this again. Let's try it first. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just anything to take away the modernism. I mean, granted, there is electricity, but you know, you need that to make this house absolutely beautiful. So, no worries there. I'm gonna wait for that glue to dry before sticking the marker on that spot. I don't want to mess up my paint marker here. I love these acrylic paint markers. They are amazing. Oh, they're so great. They go on so smooth. Like regular markers, they leave those lines when you stop your stroke. And it just looks so unprofessional. So having these uniform strokes and not seeing the stops and starts, oh my goodness, so great. So great. And like I said, once the glue sets, I will go ahead and paint that part. Let's do the light gray over here. I know, I'm a stickler for detail, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It's more time consuming, but I think it's totally worth it. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. And actually, I don't need to color that part because I am going to stick one of those right there. Let's make sure I put the lid on my silicone glue. I don't want to dry that out. That would be a catastrophe. I love that glue too much. Alright, well, let's use our... Let's see, I've got just regular Elmer's glue in this one, and then I've got my Bear glue, which is this Barely Art Precision Craft glue. I highly recommend. It's got, like Elmer's glue, it's really thick and slow. This Barely Precision Craft glue, this stuff is great because it's got kind of, how'd you explain it? It has more of a thin, watery texture, and because it has that, it's just, it works good in different ways than the Elmer's glue. They both have their benefits and their downfalls, but for this particular instance, the Barely glue would be the best. What do you want to bet? I have to use a bobby pin because even though I had the lid on, it dried. Yep. Gonna be pesky with me here, but I always keep a bobby pin on hand for moments like this. Except my depth perception is not allowing me to... There we go. Oh! Let's go ahead and wipe that bobby pin off, because if I just let more and more glue accumulate on that, I'll never be able to use it to clear the little goobs of glue in there. Okay, the biggest one we will do first. There, there, so I don't get my finger indentions in there. Let's go ahead and stick it this way. Hold and hold. Well, if it doesn't hold down there, that's okay. It'll look more, give it more depth, more movement. Movement's always good in anything artistic. It makes it more realistic. And it's more interesting for the eye. Nothing wrong with the little movement. Never anything wrong with movement, actually. And I think with this one, I'll go ahead and attach it directly to the wire, if it will let me. If it doesn't, then we'll try something else. And I'll try to cover up that wiring here from the lamp on the other side. Because I used super glue for that lamp on this other side here, and it got on the clear bead that's supposed to be the glass around the lantern, went ahead and took a little bit of nail polish remover and cleaned that off, so now the light will come through much more clearly. It won't be so frosty and distorted. Because I think back in the olden days, I don't even think they had frosty looking glass. It was always just amber or darker because of all the carbon or whatnot from the candlesticks. These are so cool, these little papers, because they actually have, I don't know if it's going to do it for me. Come on, buddy. Because they actually have writing on them. You can't really see it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, that paper's on there. Let's go to the side a little bit. Yeah. Try to do a little bit of a better job covering that up. Okay. Now, if you do say something in the chat and I don't respond right away, it's because I'm not looking at the screen directly right now, but I stick my head up usually every time I pause. So just know that I will be answering as soon as I look up. And if it takes me a while, it's because I'm really focused. There's no offense to you. There's no reason why I'm trying to ignore. I love all my friends on here. And I love nothing more than chatting it up with you guys. That's the biggest reason to be on Twitch. It's just talk, get to know people, learn some things that you've never learned before, that you never knew. Just all that fun stuff. Let's put that there. Let's bring this down a little bit so you can see more of my hands. That's up. Well, you don't really need to see my hands just putting glue on a piece of paper. There's nothing really interesting about that. But if you'd like to see my hands applying glue to a piece of paper, I mean, okay. just let me know. I'd be more than happy to move the camera. A little interesting, but you know what? I'm going to put another piece of paper right there. That looks just... I'm sure I have an extra one somewhere around here. Oh, I got an envelope. I think that'll be okay. That'll be sufficient. But there's nothing written on it, so we can't let that go. This might see. What shall we write? Yeah, let me go ahead and adjust this so you can see a little better down here. There we go. Alright, so what shall I write on this little envelope? If it's hanging up, it's something significant. If it's by the piano, it's something that you would be looking at and pondering over while playing. Any ideas? You know what? I'll just put my dear Luna because it's the Luna Magic House. Luna is also means moon. Moon goddess. I don't know if I could fit all that on this little thing, but you know what? Let's go ahead and give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I can write small, but I don't know if I can write that small. We'll give it a shot. There we go. Moon goddess. I'll go ahead and stick that. Let's see, should it hang down? Let's add a little difference. Let's put it right there, long ways, to help cover up that wire just a little bit more. Super cool. Look at that. Moon goddess. Herrick's Almanac. Stones and Soil. Charles Gates. And I can't read this one. It's a little blurry. But yeah, it's just so cool how they have like real stuff printed on those papers. It's not just curvy, curly gibberish. You know, a lot of thought and detail went into putting this house together, and I love it. Perfect. Okay, the piano is nice and solid on there. As solid as it's going to get. The wiring is set on here. And if the piano does come off and it slides off, I'll go ahead and use super glue. But let's just, you know, cross our fingers it doesn't. Now what else are we putting next to the piano? Ooh, we have a lot of elements to put next to the piano here. Look at all that. All those fun things that I built earlier. Now I gotta dig them all out of my completed bin here. I'm gonna come over and check it out. No, I can't move the camera that way. It's okay. You'll see them here in a second. I'll go ahead and place them all right here. And I'll get them out. Okay, the triple staircase, which is actually a bookshelf, like a tiered bookshelf. And look, I even put little pieces of fabric on it. And I did extra paints. I colored it. Because it was just plain looking wood before. I have to add detail. It's just... It does not look good when it's just stock. I can't stand just plain Jane. It's got to have realism. Alright, and then there's a box with the paper sticking out. I remember that one. Now it's the wild goose chase to find it. Ah, Eureka! I found it. Pretty sure that's the right one. Yes. No? No, it's another one. Unless I modified that one and don't remember. This other box doesn't have any rolls. It's just 2 pieces of paper. Nope, that's the right one. Okay. I just added more parchment than it said here. 1, 2, 3, 4 books. We're gonna do the one that has that it? Yes. One. Then we have the butterfly picture. We actually have two of those. There we go. Butterfly. We have two butterflies, okay? Where are you, my friend? You're in here somewhere. Stuff's been sliding around a lot because I've been grabbing stuff and where is the butterfly? Use that one. Is that it? The double butterfly? Ah, yes it is. But because I painted, or I used my paint marker to add some dimension to the frame, it doesn't look like the one in the picture, which is why it threw me off. And we have the gazing ball. Whee! Goes right there for now. Then we have a super thick purple book. Where are you, you super thick purple book? We need you. Oh, and then the purple chest. Yes, this needs to go in there too. So I just need the purple book. The fat purple book. That's a stack. It's not purple, but no, that's not the right one. I mean, I could just pick any big book, but I have to be... I'm one of those people that just has to have it laid out the right way, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe there's a cat. Don't need the cat. Oh. Oh, did I do that? No, I didn't. Okay, it's an actual paper book. Okay, let me put these instructions down and sort through all these paper books until I find it. Paper, 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 paper. Where are you, my paper books? Ah, that's not it. That's not it. It's the thing about these awesome magic houses. There's so many books. Sorting through all of them can be very interesting. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and go for blue. Not entirely sure what happened to the purple, but I can always substitute it out. Okay, yeah, it's the one with the circle on the front, but I'm not seeing that at the moment. Then again, there are so many things in this container, it'll probably be kind of easy to overlook it, but if I find it later, I'll just put it... See other space. Oh, the bench with the paper. Okay, that wasn't a table like I assumed. It's actually the piano bench. Now, where is it? Oh my goodness. Everything I built is in this container, and then all of a sudden, that's a chair, that's a stand bookshelf. Ah, here we go. I decorated it. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to fix that because... But no, it had paper glued to it. That couldn't be it. I wouldn't have done that. Is that right? Okay, if I don't find another table, then... Oh, wait. No, that's a shelf. You know, I think next time I build one of these houses, I'm going to go ahead and go through the instructions and label where each thing goes. 'Cause I don't want to mess it up. That is the one. Okay. I'm going to have to do the edges. Oh, which color did I use? Looks like this one. Yeah. Okay, so the front. Yeah. I mean, the blue does... Let me show you here. There is some blue, grayish blue that I put in there. So, with this bench that I decorated and modified, basically, with some fabric, if I just do the brownish red right here on the sides, I think that'll be enough. So let me go ahead and do that. And maybe the bottoms of the feet there. lines. Is that the right color? I might have to use paint marker if I have this auburn, because I did so much to it. Nah. Yeah. You know what? Use brown Sharpie. That'll probably do best anyways. There's no going back once I hit this one. That's okay. Going over paint marker makes it interesting. It's a real smooth surface though. Definitely a smooth surface. Very enjoyable to color over it actually. Raven like. Okay. Yeah. That does not look too terribly bad actually, because it complements the blues and the grays very nicely. Alright. Yeah, I'm liking that. I really am. It's good. Alright, so the bottoms of these feet here, go ahead and fill that in. But then for added detail, I'll put a line there where it concaves a bit. And add some extra detail and make it a little bit more ornate. We'll do one more pass over. There we go. And then I guess I will also do the other side because you're going to see all four sides of this Luna house. You don't want to mess it up by leaving out some detail, making the detail match with the other, because that would just look tacky and just kill the whole feel of this. After all this work, I don't want to kill the feel of this beautiful Luna house. I want it to be beautiful, magical, mystical, intriguing, captivating. I think I've used enough descriptive words there. Adjective is something that describes a noun. I still remember that from elementary school. Oh boy. 41 years old and I still think about all the things I learned in elementary school. Anybody else watch those Schoolhouse Rock reels in elementary school? Yes, I'm old enough to where we watched it on a projector reel film. Those were the days though. Mr. What was his name? It was my principal, Mr. Bach. I know there was another name, a surname with it, Mr. something Bach. Our principal would come on every morning and we would say the Pledge of Allegiance and then our school creed, if I think I can and I work hard, I will be successful. Well, I've always thought I could and I've always worked hard, but the success has not landed in my lap just yet. It may never land, but that's why I like being here on Twitch, because I really enjoy art. I really enjoy creation. I really love assembly. So even if success is not an inevitable attribute of my future, well, at least I'm having fun in the meantime, right? And that's what counts. Fun. Enough with that philosophy. Oops. Okay. Now there was paper glued to it, so let me just find a random piece of paper, which there are plenty left over. These cutouts. This is a letter. Granted, yeah, I don't think I have any more sheet music pages. Let me look. Letter. Nope, no more sheet music. But that's alright. We'll just put the envelope there. And I will label it. Let's see. Let's label it with blue. And call it... what should we call it? call it moon music, right? If I can write small enough. Music. You can't really read it all too well. It's not 100% legible, but I mean, it looks alright. Let's see if this will. Alright, let me hit the autofocus button. Holy cow. Just look at it. Camera, work with me. Bring it in. No, I want you to focus on this. Come on. Grab the element. Woo, there we go. See? Moon. Oh, come on. Moon music. Can I put a quarter note there? Or, I'm sorry, eighth note. Alright, back to manual focus. Because that, I'm sure it annoys you too. So, alright, let's go ahead and glue this bench. Uh-oh. Did I wait too long? Nope. Oh, little much, little much. I'll have to clean it up if it... Yeah, definitely clean that up. What a mess. What a mess. Let's leave that to the bottom. We don't want that on the side. Still don't want that on the side. Come on. There we go. Alright. No! No! Wipe that off. Let's use the... There we go. In place. Perfect. Now we're going to add the little moon magic. I need to clean off these tongs. Moon music. Perfect. Little bitty details. That's what makes this magical. Beautiful magical house. Okay. Well, we're going to put this here. And it matches. See, see, see? The steps, all coordinates. Beautiful, darling. Back to my bear glue. And yes, I colored all that, painted all that. These were just boring wood. Let me show you what it looked like before. Oh. All of it was basically just this color. The whole thing. So I did the cherry red, I did the orangish faces, I did the gray tops, and then glued some fabric to it. And it just looks so much nicer. Having all these different colors just, oh my goodness. So much better than, let me show you in here. It's supposed to look like this. Let's see. It's supposed to look like that. Just plain old Jane stairs. The table in there is just wood. I went ahead and painted those silver and put some little holographic paper to make it look like stained glass. I mean, I jazzed it up. Because obviously it's my house that I'm building here, so adding my own personal touches to it just makes it that much more beautiful. Makes you so much more proud of the work you do when you make it truly yours. And like, I almost want to do my motorcycle reveal here on Twitch because wow. My husband keeps telling me that everybody is going to be looking at my bike. And there's an issue with that because I am a gal who has social anxiety. But yet, I'm riding a motorcycle. Yeah, I know. Wrap your head around that. I'm unique that way. Let's clean up this glue here. Oh, let's use a Q-tip. Yeah. But no, I put this really cool, almost holographic paint. We tore the bike all the way down to the frame. So I painted the frame and I'm adding some dimensional colors to complement the frame. Painting the handlebars, just everything. Adding these really cool decals that I'm going to put a bunch of clear over so it doesn't look like just a sticker because that's just ugh. So I'm really excited about how that's going to come out. But yeah, if you'd like me to do the motorcycle reveal here on Twitch, let me know. And that can be arranged. Because it's just literally outside in our workshop, so. My husband has one of the coolest bikes ever. It's a GSX 1300R, otherwise known as a Hayabusa. He's so proud of that bike. He rebuilt it too. When he got it, it was in a pretty bad shape, but he worked some serious magic. He has to be like the best mechanic, and he doesn't even do that for a living. He just really enjoys it. So, I mean, if it weren't for him, I would never have considered motorcycles because I don't know how to work on them. He is teaching me the ways as we work on my bike, so I take a lot of pride when, if you know how your bike runs and you know what it consists of, it just makes you so much more proud of it. It's just, man. He's opened my eyes to a world that I never even knew existed out there. And that's something I will never be able to show how much gratitude I have. That's true love. Absolute true love. Okay, this chest goes next to it. I'll stick that over here like this. Alright. Put it in the opposite direction there so it doesn't look so coordinated. Alright, then we have the butterfly leaning against the step. Put this one there like so. And we'll stick this book right here. And we'll put the other frame. Let's see. Nope, this way. Put the other frame here. Top step. And one more book. Using my tongs because I want to set everything up before I actually glue it all. Alright. It's supposed to be a little closer to each other, but I'm gonna do this. Because here at home I always put one at an angle on a shelf. Oh! Might be easier with my fingers, let's see. Yeah, not bad. Oh! It's because I have the house tilted back so you can see a little better. Alright, but I'm just going to go with it, so let's go ahead and throw some glue on it and get it going here. There we go. Alright. Well, let's put a little bit here too. Something to lean against. A little extra reinforcement there. There we go. Pretty. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this book now. This one doesn't have a whole lot of surface, but this bear glue makes light work of a heavy job, so Nope. I don't like them facing each other. There we go. Perfect. Where is the red book that I spoke of so vehemently a minute ago? Missing one to go there. Yes, I didn't get enough books out. Oop, oop, keep dropping the gazing ball. That book goes on that shelf. Okay. Let's find another book here. There are plenty of books. Just need a purple, or not a purple, I need a paper one. Those are wood. I already got a green one or a blue one. Well, I guess it's gonna have to be. Oh, wait a minute. That's another paper. I was hoping there'd be a contrasting. Can't use that one because I know that one goes someplace specific. Okay, I'm just gonna have to use this one then. It's alright. Let's just do that. Make sure it's right side up. Yep. I mean, obviously, because the spine's right here. What am I thinking? Hello. Let's put this one here. Yep. Trusty bear glue. I just keep repeating the glue that I use so you know. Because I use so many different kinds of glues. I just figure if I keep letting you know which one I use, if you like to make hobby houses, doll houses, any kind of miniature something, you can kind of take note of which one I use for what and maybe incorporate that into the way that you make yours. If not, hey, at least I'm saying something, right? There's no dead air on here. Because that's something on Twitch. It's just, I'd love to hear the creators talk, because it's, I don't know, you're on here just to have a good time and to hang out and just to be on a channel and just to see somebody do something without actually hearing them talk about stuff. It's like, come on guys, say hi, say something, tell us what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, how you came up with wanting to do it, just anything. Talk to me. The only time I get really quiet is when I'm really focused on what I'm doing. Let's close that a little bit. And the butterfly picture. This one's kind of leaned, so put a little bit of glue back here. Oop, messed that one up a little bit. Take my Q-tip, clean off the excess glue. Pull this forward to cover up all that extra glue. Push it down. Now we have gazing pole. Just goes here. And see, with the gazing ball, I used my paint markers and made the base silver instead of it just being plain wood. It's another minute detail, but makes such a difference. Trusty bear glue once again. I'm gonna put that right here-ish. Clean that up a little bit. I'm gonna have to use a toothpick to clean that up. Kind of a narrow space there. There we go. Yeah, looks good. I don't think, I know it dries clear, but still like it to. Okay, and I'll hold it up so you can get a good look at what I've been doing. Okay, so we've got autofocus, come on. Let's just use it. There we go. So we've got the books, the butterfly, these papers, piano, the bench, gazing ball, box, crate with the parchment. Yeah, so far that's what we've accomplished on today's stream. Next, we are doing the purple box to the side of the piano. Prettiest part is this. That's the prettiest part of it with the purple on the bottom right. So that's what I will be showcasing, forward facing. Right to the side of the piano here. One last element is one more book. And again, something's telling me it's asking for more books than I actually cut out. Because it seems like I'm missing quite a few of them, actually. I've got a whole bunch of wood books in here, but we'll see at the end how many I'm missing. I shouldn't be missing any because I have not lost any of the papers or anything. This one doesn't open up. Darn it. Do I have one that opens up? No. Negatory. Mailbox. Holy cow. I didn't put them anywhere else, did I? Oh. I just don't have all the books. It's so weird. I mean, I have them all in here because every time I finish something, I put it in this container. Alright. Let's, supposed to have open pages. This is gonna drive me crazy. I could make one real quick and just print it. No. I mean, darn it. Should I? Alright, let's just use a flat one as much as I don't want to, but maybe what I'll do is open her up. Let's open her up and let's see if I can make this an open book. I've never tried this before, but take my X-Acto here, go through it, see if I can open some pages this way. Slipknot playing in my ear, that should be some motivation. Song Deluded, awesome song. Self-titled album, one of the revolutionary albums that I believe changed the face of metal, but that's just my opinion. Oh, no! There we go. Thought I dropped it for a second. Okay, I did cut this closed book open to try to give this the open page effect. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to have to flatten the spine so it sits open. Guess I'll just take my thumb and then press it down. Alright, smooth this out. There's nothing written in it. Okay. I'm just gonna gibberish it. Something has to be in there. Let's do more of a gold. Look a little bit more aged. Actually, I should just write something in here. Luna book. Let's see. Beautiful moon. We love the night with the moon. There we go. At least there's a little bit of something in there. As I always say, details count, details matter. We're going to close it up, but now that we know that there's something in there, all right, bear glue, do your magic. I'll lay you down, hold you there for just a minute, and then we'll open you up, Mr. Book. Ah, okay. It's supposed to be laying down like that. Okay. A little bit of glue there, and then we're going to lay it down like so. Alright, looks good, looks good. Let's bend this back. Alright, that is looking good. Clean my nozzle off my glue. Alright, this section I do believe is done. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Got the papers, ran the wire, chest, book, frame, shelf. Oh, there's one piece of paper that needs to be hanging down. It's a potion. Which one is it? Okay, that'll be one of these. So grab this one. Just use this one since it's closest to the edge. Give this a cut, and this one's supposed to be straight because it's going to sit on the ground curved up against that chest with all the parchments. There we go. I got it. There's my cap for my scissors. These are my precision scissors, and I like to keep them precise, so I like to keep them covered if I'm not using them. So this goes right there like that. Glue off. Let's curve it a little bit. Give it some movement. All right, this side is assembled. Got it. Looks so good. Now instructions. Tell me where we go next. Stick the keychain. Pray tell, where is the keychain? look at the main page here because that's the piano. Literally doesn't tell me. Okay. Oh, okay. It's on the other side because I see the bookshelf. So this is the kitchen. All right. I love filling an empty room. So awesome. So we have the kitchen with an ugly wire going through it. I'm gonna feed it. Well, won't be permanent, but for now I'm gonna feed it through here. Cause man, these wires. I know they're gonna bring some gorgeous elements to the house, but they're so ugly and so out of place. Like, totally makes sense why they put these inside of walls in houses. I doubt that's the place where this wire is supposed to go, but for now, this is where it's going. Let's open the door here. Pull these through so they're out of the way while we're assembling the kitchen here. Okay, I said out of the way. Oh, the music box. I love it. Alright, kitchen. Here we go. What do we need to complete the kitchen? We have the wood stove, the table. Ah, the trusty shelf I've been dying to put in there. Potion bottle pitchers. And a crate. Alright. It's a very simplistic kitchen. It's not that piece. It is this piece with the right. There's the teapot. And this goes here. Against the corner. So that goes there. Then we have a green bottle with our beautiful herbs sitting against the wall here. And the shelf. Okay, and then those 3 pictures for the wall. And we have the shelf that goes directly above. Okay. So we'll start with the furthest back. Oh, and then we have a box that goes under the teapot table. And it's one of the wicker ones. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's start with the stove here. Yeah, I also painted this. This was just blue wood with, this was the blue color, but it was just plain wood here and around here. So I took some black and then put some checker like brick. And then did the black outlines. And then did that for the burner effect. Magical burner. Obviously it's not going to be, oh, it's not going to be flame colored, but my trusty bear glue once again. Since it's going to go against the wall, let's go ahead for extra reinforcement. Let's go ahead and glue it to the wall as well. Go. Get rid of that extra glue here. Ah, the song playing in my ear now is Disguise by Motionless in White. Another one of my favorite bands. Had never known about them if it wasn't for my husband. Because two of these songs are very special because they're our songs. Let's go ahead and make that a little cleaner. And I'll dry clear, so no worries there. That little line will disappear. Next is the two-part. Let's see if it touches the back wall. Yes. So we'll do the feet. Okay, what kind of glue am I using, everybody? That's right, bear glue! The trusty bear glue. If I can do this without actually smearing it down the wall. Right. Without making the glue just go everywhere. Okay, and the counter is supposed to overhang the stove. Perfect. Now, does this fit underneath there? Nope. That's because I modified the shelf. That's right. Okay, so it's not gonna put the box under the shelf or under the table. Next, going to put the shelf in. Again, painted. Oops. Don't want some there. Let's try to get this on straight. There we go. Use the brickwork on the walls to ensure that it goes on straight and level. Hold it in place for a few, 30-40 seconds or so, just to make sure it stays put. I could let go, but I'm going to wait just another few seconds. A little paranoid. Uh-oh. See, I moved it. Perfect. As long as it stays put. There it goes. Now we have this really cool little green bottle of Tuck and Mane. Do a straight line along the back of it. Spin it a little bit so we can see the label a little better. There we go. Now we have those three. This bottle. This bottle. Okay, so just these three here. It's such an exciting time when you realize you're running out of things to cut. Like these papers are getting smaller and smaller. So awesome, because all the elements are coming together. And these go on the walls of the kitchen, kind of like master ingredients for this ideal kitchen. There we go. One. Trim off the excess. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get these on the walls of the kitchen, huh? Got two that go over the stove. The red and the purple. Red's a good color for the kitchen. Hunger, excitement, desire. Perfect, especially when you're hungry. Let's move this a little further this way. Get some of that glue off. Nope, I have to use a toothpick for it. Again, I know Bear Glue dries clear, but I know it's there. Alright, and then we put the other one right here. Curve it a little bit so it comes off the wall ever so slightly on the ends. Let's pull it up a little bit more. And the top as well. There we go. Perfect. All right. One complete kitchen. All right, so today, wow, we've gotten a lot done today. We've done this whole side, the piano, the papers, the books, the parchments, the box, the bench, the light. On this side, we've done the kitchen, the entire kitchen assembly. Holy cow. And I got about 14 minutes before I have to sign off for today. So let's see what else we can get done, huh? B2 lamp. Okay, next we're going to be taking this part here, and the wire is going to come through and feed here, and the lamp's going to go right here. So let's grab the next lamp, the flower, which is this one. So many wires. There we go. If you hear that squealing, that's my 2-year-old. And my poor 12-year-old watching her. Oh, she's a trooper. Helping the mama out while mama does the Twitch stuff. Bring this down a little bit so you can see more of what I'm doing here. Alright, let's put the wire through here. Now let's push this house back a little bit so I have more. Then we'll pull this up a little bit. There we go. Alright. Pull this through. It's telling me to lead the wire. So, and so. Not enough. I need to center it on there, so that's too much wire. Still too much. Not enough. Here we go with the technical specs. Perfect. Alright, and this one we're going to use, let's do this silicone. Might have to use the super glue just because it's hanging. Yeah, let's use the super glue just to be safe. Sorry for the thud, I have to tap it. One of the rules with super glue. Gotta wake it up. Put a healthy glue. I mean, I probably put way too much right there, but when it comes to light, you want it to be solid. Hold that for a few seconds. It shouldn't take much longer than that. Now, since we're doing the light right here, that means that we're about to put the second floor on. Exciting, 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 exciting. I can't wait. This is going to be great. Oh, I'm so excited to see this all come together. It's going to be so awesome. I'm going to let that sit for another. I'm going to look over the directions while that continues to cure there. Alright, on the other side of this, lamp, mark the lamp line. Put the whole stick and fix lamp line. And hole contact. Okay. So leave enough slack for the lamp to go where it needs to go. Okay, this is where it gets kind of fun with all the wiring. This is where the wiring begins. Alright, and since it's 6:51, I will go ahead and get this part done. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna glue it today. I'm not gonna glue the second story on today, but I'll go ahead and get it set and ready. Keep holding this down because it's still not 100% solid yet. Needs to be totally solid before I stick it upside down. Okay, let's go ahead in the meantime and find this lamp that we're about to do here. Where'd you go? There's two of these. The one that looks more... Okay, this is the one that we need now. This is the one that's going to go through on the other side. Go ahead and feed this through. Oop. Feed it through, then bring it back out. Enough for it to hang here. Oop, wrong one. Let's just stick it opposite. So it needs to be able to sit right there. Hmm. Something seems... Let me see here. This lamp. Show me the underside again. Oh, okay. That one does not go through the hole. Okay, because on the other side, it's going to go through the top of the floor right there. This one does go through. It's there. Let's pull it through a little bit more. There we go. So leave it be right there. Flip this around now. With one hand. Ugh. I'm gonna set this down flat while I do this part. Alright, this is the piano. Make sure I put these in the right spot. That goes down and through. Okay. It wants me to follow this line. Down into this one. Okay, so I need to give it a little glue right here to keep it in the right spot. Let's go get that glue in there. Hold that for just a minute here. Let's take this and try to make it a little bit more 90-degree there. Go. That's it for another few seconds here. Try to make sure this lamp is at least trying to set straight. And super glue. That looks good. Okay. Now this needs to reach to over here, which it does. Alright, let's wait on this one, because something tells me it goes the other way. Thinking it goes through here and across like so. Like that. I'll go back to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with that one. Let's look here. Lamp. Run it through. Yeah, okay. Across and through. Alright. That's what I thought. Okay, so across, through, down into here. Let's grab my trusty tongs here. Might put a dab of glue to hold it in place. Just right there. So it doesn't move around on me. Since there'll be a floor right here, I guess that's why it doesn't matter if these go diagonally like so. I'll go ahead and wait though to glue it on this part until I know exactly what's going on with it. Okay, this wire stays over the top. This one gets fed through this hole here. Comes through. Sorry, I'm reading. Kind of just froze, but I'm making sure I'm doing this right. Through the hole and into that room. Okay. Down into this room as well. Oh, goes in here. Right. Does that mean I get to glue this? Really, really, really? Oh my gosh, I get to put this part on. Yes! This is the last part for today. And it's going to be so complete because I get to... Yes, I get to stick the roof on. But let me go ahead. Where all this white's sticking out excitedly. Let me go ahead and take care of that. We don't want to see that. That's an ugly detail right there. Let's get this all nice. Alright, this look absolutely beautiful. Right, this is the greatest, awesomest part. Oh, let's do this part too. Get rid of all that white. Oop, there's a little bit more. There we go. Let's do this side. Doesn't really matter, I'm not going to be able to see that. But just in case. Here we go. About to install the second floor and glue it. Make it totally official. Line this. Alright, needs to be even on the back. Just to be safe, let me turn it around. A little bit of an overhang for the so we'll line the front there. See, complicated wiring. Keep it all organized or it's going to be a mess. This needs to be over here. Enough room for it to be on the opposite side. There we go. Perfect. This is going through as well. This is going to go down into here also. This as nice as I can get it. Right. Okay guys, it's time. Oops, see a little bit of white still. This is so cool. A little bit more white there. Right. Here comes the glue. And then this will conclude my stream for today once I get this glued on. Dang it, there's more white. There we go. Okay, a little bit more. Here we go. I'm so excited. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. perfectly straight, beautiful, and level. Yee, look at that, we got the second story put on. Well, one part of the second story. I'm so excited. Okay, well, this is going to be the end of my stream for today, but look at everything that we got done. Look at this. We got this whole side done. The piano, the papers, the books, the shelf, the gazing ball. Got the kitchen all put together, looking beautiful. We got the second floor. We got the light fixture inside of there put in. Oh my goodness, got so much done today. And tomorrow I am so excited to continue on the building of this fabulous Luna Magic House. Looks like tomorrow we've got more lamps to install on the second part of the floor. Lamps, 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 lamps. After that, oh my goodness, then after that it's the bathroom, the study, bedroom. Oh wow. That's maybe, possibly, let's say maybe 3 or 4 more days and this house will be complete. And this Luna house will be all done and ready to be proudly displayed. So yes, fabulous. We got the second floor put on. That is so exciting. I'm gonna put some weight on it that way. It cures nicely. I need to put more, better kind of weight. We'll do that for now. Alright. Let's put this on there actually. But thank you so much everyone for coming in and hanging out with me on my stream, and I hope you had fun and you had a relaxing experience by being here with me while I continue the assembly of my Luna Magic House. And I look forward to my next stream where we continue this assembly. Until then, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you again here pretty soon. Bye-bye, guys.